What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Social Club where everyone has a voice. I'm your host, Jacob Hale here, and I got a lot to talk about. As you can see, I got my Chicago Bears gear on. So, you guys, I know, you guys want my response. Yes, I did watch the Monday Night Football game. Yes, I do have some thoughts. But before I give you that, go ahead and follow the channel, subscribe down below, comment your thoughts, let me know what's on you guys' mind. It's a little bit more than just Chicago Bears in my life. I also do other things. If you guys are interested in that, you can check out some of our other videos and a lot of the other things that we talk about. But I get it. What are my thoughts on the game? Let's talk about the good. Probably the best way to go about this. I do like Ben Johnson. I like him a lot. I think the culture building aspect of a head coach is very underrated. And I think the excitement that I felt walking into the game, it's nothing short of what Ben Johnson is bringing to the table. And to be real honest, for 3 quarters, this was a really good game on the Bears' part. There are some hiccups here and there, but it's week 1. There's a lot of stuff that we were giving off. I think our biggest problem from a fan perspective is for the first 3 quarters, we thought the game was over, and it clearly wasn't. And it ended up showing in the 4th quarter. But for Ben Johnson, I think he is who we thought he was, and I think he'll continue to get better. And I think it's a shame that this didn't end up in a win for him because from a coaching perspective, I think he did a really good job from the start. Talking about the defense, also, thank you guys. They did a great job. I think they went after it. I wasn't quite sure what to think of Dennis Allen. Part of the reason why was he came from the Saints, and my logic was that, the Saints were bad, so I don't know what to think of the guy. But he did well. I like him. I like him a lot. He was short-staffed, and he really made it difficult for a very young QB, and I just like the energy that I saw in the defense. I mean, they were playing like they were full strength, so I'm excited to see what happens when they're actually in full strength. And just one more thing I would want to say, just from an offensive receiver core, tight end perspective, I just like what I'm seeing. There's a lot more versatility in the team, a lot more talent. It seems like the ball can go to a lot of guys. I mean, you got Zacchaeus being a slot merchant out there, but he played a pretty solid game, and I like what he brought to the table and how he was just able to zigzag around the defense and stuff. So well, hats off to that. But of course, let's get to the bad. Let's get to my biggest issues. I gotta put a lot of this on Caleb. I do. I got to put a lot of this on him. You're a second-year guy. You got a lot of pressure on your hands. We're expecting good things, and I didn't like it. I just didn't. I didn't like the performance at all, to be honest with you. I think his first drive was so good that we just hanged on to that for the entire game. But to call it for what it is, there wasn't much action after that first drive. And for a team like that, at some point, you got to put the ball in your hands and decide, hey, we're going to score. And another thing that I noticed, and I only noticed this because I recently went to the Ohio State-Texas game, so I got to see this firsthand. When it comes to Ben Johnson, or it comes to a play caller like Sarkisian, two of which are pretty similar, one thing I noticed is that what they're really good at, what makes them really good effective callers, is how effective they are at spreading the ball out and stretching the ball down the field. And I didn't see that in this game. And for a while, I think people who don't understand football would like to blame Ben Johnson. Here's how I look at it. I think for a lot of reasons, Ben Johnson played a conservative game. And part of the reason why was 100% on Caleb Williams. And I'm going to be the one to say it. I'm going to be the first one to say it. We got to get rid of this generational talent label that we put on Caleb. It's over. We're taking it. We're taking that off. He has to earn that title now. He did great at USC, so did everyone else. The Pac-12 doesn't know how to play defense. But what I've seen in the NFL so far, you can't say someone's a generational talent and they can't throw for 200 yards. You can't say that. It can't happen. You can't say someone's a generational talent and you can't throw to wide open people down the field. You've been here for a year, and you still can't throw the ball to a wide-open DJ Moore, which, by the way, I want to talk DJ Moore specifically. DJ, I can only be direct, so I'm just going to say this directly. If Caleb Williams throws you one more hospital ball, I want you to sit out the rest of the season, and I want you to request a trade. You do not deserve this. This is not your fault. You have your whole life ahead of you. You have made millions of dollars. This kid is going to kill you. He's going to kill you. Don't let it happen again. And if he does it again, what you should do, take your helmet off, sign it, hand it to the nearest Chicago pawn shop you can find, get a one-way ticket, and go back to Carolina. Just leave. Don't even do it. And I like you. I like you so much that I care about your well-being and I care about your health. You don't deserve this. You guys ever, you ever been to Jersey Mike's or like there's a few other places, but shout out to Jersey Mike's. They'll give you this little business card thing, and then it'll have like 5 sandwiches on it, and then every time you get a sandwich, they'll clip it for you. And they're like, oh, by the 5th sandwich, I'm gonna get a free one, right? Well, that's what Caleb Williams is throwing the ball, except the 5th ball is a hospital ball. Every 5th throw he had is a throw that if the receiver were to catch it, he's getting sent to the hospital. Every time. Without fail. There was at least 4 other times in that entire game that if the receiver were to have caught that ball, that would have been the last football he ever caught. It would have been over. And then, again, going back to Caleb, do you not know how to throw the football? Like, is that surprising? Was it surprising that you were coming in and you have to play QB and you have to throw the ball down the field? Like, were you surprised that was going to happen? If you see... I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. This is just tough. I'm just tired. That's what it is. I am tired. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of watching this. I'm tired of getting my hopes up just to lose like that. It's one way to lose. But they don't even know how to lose to make you feel fine with it. Some teams are just terrible. And they lose and you're just like, yeah, we're bad. That's fine. This team loses in a way that makes you feel like you're going to win the entire time until the last play. Every time. And then when they win, they never blow anyone out. So when they win, they barely win. So you don't even get the satisfaction of being like, oh, good, it's a safe game. It's a blowout game. No, every game you're nervous. And I just don't want that stress in my life. Listen, I don't even live in Chicago anymore. I don't. And I'm still supporting this team. But this is the product they're bringing out on the field. I have to defend you guys for an entire offseason. Every single offseason. And I have to get on this mic and tell you how I think you can carve out 8 wins. I don't even think that's a lot. That's not even asking for a lot. I've won the 8 games every single year of football I've ever played since youth league. And I'm arguing on camera that you guys can win 6 games. And you guys are making that hard. I put $100 last year that you guys will win 6 games. And you won 5. I'm telling you right now. Y'all playing with fire. I'm going to tell you that right now. You guys are playing with fire. Because you lose me, you lose a lot of people. I put a lot of money into this. I put a lot of heart into this. And I really love my city. I really do. But you guys are making this hard. You guys are making this real hard. This is like a relationship that is lasting for too long. And now I'm just up to the point where, you know what, I don't think I want to marry you anymore. And that's how I feel about the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears, I don't think I want to marry you guys anymore. I might break up. It might happen. I don't want it to happen. I've had so many marginally good memories of times that we made the playoffs and then not for another 5 years. Really great defensive plays. The Brian Urlachers of the world, you know, the Lance Briggs of the world, the Julius Peppers of the world. So those were the good old days. Even star running back like Matt Forte, you know, just remembering those guys as a kid growing up, thinking we'd be good, thinking we're just one piece away. One piece. We just get this right, and then we can win. And then on top of that, I look over at our rival opponent, the Green Bay Packers, and they're having a fucking field day. They're playing like the greatest team of all time out there. It's just, it's frustrating. It's super frustrating. Really frustrating. And my predictions about every single team in this conference was pretty spot on. I think the Lions are going to struggle because you can't lose a really prominent OC and DC in the same year. I think that's really hard to come back from, even though they're very talented. What I thought about JJ is exactly what I thought about JJ. He was exactly what I thought he was. It's going to take him some time to really get into this offense and be a real productive person in this offense for them to elevate them to really win games. So the Vikings are vulnerable at the least. And the Packers are the Packers. I'm not surprised. Even before the Micah Parsons trade, I thought they would be good. Now they're just unstoppable. I mean, what I saw this weekend in the NFC North is the Packers, number one, and then it's literally everyone else. And marginally, we're arguing between the Bears and Vikings at this point. Maybe even the Lions. You can just throw that in a little three-mix team that's sitting at the kids' table while the Green Bay Packers are in VIP eating lobster and steak. So those are my thoughts, man. I'm going to tell you right now, they got to clean this up quickly because I'm not going a whole season with this. I'm not. And I'm telling Caleb right now, do not play with fire. Don't play with fire. We showed you a lot of love, and we let you get away with a lot of things. But if this is how you're going to play and we can't get 200 yards out of you passing, this is a tough city, man. And we're going to show you. This is a real tough city. And it's not a threat. We ain't gonna hurt you. We're just going to ask you to leave. Going to ask you to leave. And then you just going to have to go off and go be a Calvin Klein model or whatever you want to be. But you can't play football in this town. And those are my thoughts, man. But other than that, I think overall we have a lot of talent on that team. I really like Ben Johnson. I think he's the coach of the future from what I've seen so far, but only time will tell. You guys let me know, man. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm not reacting enough at this point, you know. I've been doing this for a very long time. But those are my thoughts, man. You guys let me know.